Hello and welcome back to Megan TT Hobbies. I've got my Peoria hat, so you know that this is part 2. So make sure you go check out part 1. I did 2 playoff games. The one that I talked about in part 1 was they won, luckily, but it was a big rain out. And then, so because they won, I really wanted to go back and see them win again. And so I went to I think it was Sunday afternoon, met up again with my buddy Connor. And I forgot to show this in the last one, but this is one of his Miguel Amaya photos that he had signed for me while he was in South Bend. So thanks to Connor for that. I'll try to link him below because he takes amazing pictures and does great videos. I also finished off. I was worried about like this part, not this part. So I needed Raider, and so he finished it off. As if you remember, I had to go get Martinez when I was in Springfield, but Raider finished it off, and so I've got everybody on the starting lineup. So that is super awesome. I need to get that framed, but we're going to put it aside. This was a cool pickup, Peoria Chiefs related. I got it for a few bucks. I was thinking about like having him like sign it again up here, but then I didn't want to have to get it all prepped. So that's cool because Johan is awesome. I'm going to show you in my binder because I haven't taken them out. This is Sunday, so I had a few more left. Customs manager Chris Swager, and then Zach had actually been not feeling very well. He said it was like allergies, and so he was not there outside like in the rain for that game that we went to. So on some state college cards, we have Brandon Benson, Justin Turner, who has been tearing it up defensively out in center field, and then one of the new guys, Nick Dunn. And then Raider signed the 4 customs. He's so hard to pick out. So I try to get him before because I can never seem to find him afterwards. Sevejas, one of the pitchers, he really liked these. And then those are the 2 that I forgot to have CJ sign, so I'll have to get them to him sometime. But this also shows you kind of how, I store them. I didn't have Nolan Gorman do that 8x10, but he totally took care of me before the game. 2 to finish off for my friend, and then 4 of the customs. The marker was kind of is great on this, but then it got progressively worse. But that's okay. After the game, one of my new favorites, Lucan, signed his 8x10, but if you'll see, let's see if I can see it right there. Excuse me, I had him personalize it to me. Same thing with this one. He will not be back with Peoria next year, so I was trying to get as many things signed for him. So then I had to find Zach's 8x10, Zach Pendergast, who's been throwing very well. And then Ben, I didn't realize I had an 8x10 for him. I think, there's one more. Sunday was just like get the last few since we got all our cards signed. Nick Plummer, 8x10. And I think that's everything. Oh, no. Trey something. Who's on Cedar Rapids. He was nice enough to sign my ticket, and I wish I knew who that was. I'm sure Connor will let me know in the comments. But that was cool. They signed the ticket for me. But let's get on to some awesome stuff. So I took one of my Midwest balls. This one's been pretty beat up but I had Luke and Baker sign it. So now I have a regular ball for Nolan, and then I've got Lucan on this one. If you know anything about these balls, they're talking about not putting this stamp that says like Midwest League on it next year because it adds a lot of cost. So they've talked about just having it say like minor league baseball. So that was really cool to go ahead and get. Let me put this back there so it doesn't roll away on us. And then I reached out to one of the players and then I sent this to him. And look what he got signed for me by like the entire team, including like the clubhouse guy. And then there. And then all those. I mean, isn't that super awesome? He knows who he is. Super shout out to him. I'm not going to give his name because I don't want people to bother him to do this for him. But I mean, everybody's on it. And so I got that from him. I think I got it from him on the Wednesday game. I just ran out of time in that video. So that's super cool. That needs to seriously go in a case. And then if it couldn't get any better, on Wednesday, like I said, raining. Rain delay for about 45 minutes, but my buddy and I, we were there like, he had his umbrella and I had like my poncho, and then I go out my umbrella and have to have it. But I was like, I'm sticking with this. They gotta win. So I finally got a bat. Not only a bat, but a cracked bat from none other than Luke and Baker. So I was sitting right next to the dugout, and on his, not his home run, but his RBI, you could hear it. I mean, you could hear that crack. He's got some serious power. And so I kind of like looked over at him because there's nobody there at this point. Very, very few people. And I was like, hey, Luke, can I have your bat like after the game? And he just handed it to me right then and there. So like I was very happy. So it has his St. Louis Cardinals. It's a Louisville Slugger. It also has on the end here that says 7/2018 MLB Maple 3432. So this is my first ever bat. This is going to be amazing. I could put like the ball with it. I gotta figure out some really cool way to display some of the stuff that I got this season. So thank you so much, Lucan, for that. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what maybe your favorite was. I would say mine is definitely this ball and the bat, so maybe I can display them somehow together. It was so much fun. The Peoria Chiefs are a very, very classy organization. I can't wait to see if they win, hopefully this upcoming weekend, and by the time this posts, they might be done. It depends on when I decide to post these. But go out there next season, cheer on the minor league team. These guys don't get paid very much, at least majority of them do. They're just trying to work really hard to get to the next level, but they do super things like getting this all signed for you. I mailed it to him, and the player took care of me, and then I got to pick it up from him. So that was really, really awesome. Go Chiefs! And I will be back with you hopefully sometime with TTM autographs successes. There's been like very little in the mailbox this week. This is about 10 minutes. I will leave you with this pretty bat. I forgot to mention Lucan did sign it in silver after the game. This was after the Wednesday game. Cracked. This guy's going to be in St. Louis within the next 2 years, I think. Like, comment, subscribe. I can't say that enough. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And go Chiefs.